All right, so today we're really diving deep,
Yeah.
into this whole world of visualization.
Oh, yeah.
We've got a couple of excerpts here, and they're all about how to use visualization for success. And not just like, career success, but also building self-confidence too.
Oh, interesting.
So by the end of this deep dive, you should really understand how it all works
Cool.
and hopefully have some practical tips that you can actually start using right away.
Nice.
I think what's really fascinating to me is how much we keep learning about how powerful our brains are.
Right.
I mean, like how our brains blur the lines between imagination and reality.
Absolutely. Yeah, the more we understand about how the brain works, the more we realize that a lot of the stuff we used to think of as just like motivational fluff
Yeah.
actually has like a real scientific basis.
Yeah, totally. I was just reading about how visualization actually kind of lights up the same parts of your brain
Uh-huh.
as if you were actually doing the thing, like physically.
Yeah. It's like,
It's wild.
I mean, it's not that the brain can't tell the difference between imagination and reality,
Right.
but it's close. Like
Yeah.
when you're visualizing something, it's almost like a form of mental rehearsal.
Yeah.
Your brain's basically getting ready for the real thing. It's like practicing a speech in your head
Yeah.
or going through the motions of, like a tennis serve or whatever.
Totally.
And so, when we're talking about using visualization for success, it's not just some empty, positive thinking exercise.
Right.
It's actually conditioning your brain
Mhm.
to be more receptive to opportunities and to be more confident when those opportunities come up.
So you're saying that if I can like really vividly imagine myself crushing that presentation at work,
Exactly.
that my brain's gonna be like primed for success when the time comes.
You got it. I mean, think about athletes, right?
Right.
They use visualization all the time.
Yeah.
There's even one study they did with basketball players.
Okay.
They had one group visualize making free throws, right? And then they had another group actually practice free throws.
Okay.
And the crazy thing is, both groups improved their accuracy by almost the same amount.
Wow, that is wild. Okay, so this is all about specific goals, right? Like
Yeah.
the excerpts we've got here, they're really big on the importance of having a clear vision.
Yes, absolutely. It's not enough to just kind of vaguely wish for success.
Right.
You have to really define what that success looks like to you.
Yeah, so it's not just I want to be more confident.
Right.
It's more like I want to nail this specific presentation I have coming up.
Exactly. Imagine yourself in the room, Picture the audience, you're up there, you're speaking clearly, you're
Yeah.
feeling confident.
Like the more detailed I can make that picture in my head,
The more powerful the impact.
the better, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk routine.
Okay.
What about like building a daily visualization practice?
Yeah, well, that's the key, right?
Yeah.
Consistency. So the research suggests that even just like 5-10 minutes a day can make a huge difference.
Okay, so 5 or 10 minutes
Yeah, and ideally you want to do it in the morning.
in the morning.
Yeah, when your mind's fresh.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, all right, say I've got my 5-10 minutes.
Right.
What's the best way to actually do this?
So the key is to really engage all your senses. Don't just see it.
Oh.
Feel it.
Right.
Imagine the sounds. Imagine the smells.
Yeah.
Even the emotions.
So I'm not just watching a movie in my head.
No. You're living it. You're right there in the moment.
I'm there. Okay.
So, going back to that presentation example,
Yeah, the presentation.
don't just picture yourself standing there.
Okay.
Imagine, the feel of the clicker in your hand,
Okay.
the sound of your voice projecting confidence.
Yeah.
And then, afterwards, that wave of relief, that pride you're going to feel,
Yeah.
really bring it all to life.
Okay, so that makes it more real, more powerful.
Exactly. And the more real it feels, the more your brain's going to buy into it.
Right.
Mm.
Okay, so we're seeing it, we're feeling it.
Yeah.
What else? One thing that really struck me in these excerpts was this idea of visualizing the whole journey,
Yeah.
not just the destination.
Right. So many people, they just focus on the end goal. Right.
Right.
But it's so important to visualize the process, the whole thing.
So it's not just about that moment of like crossing the finish line.
No.
It's about every step it takes to get there. Okay, so why is that so important?
Well, for a few reasons.
Okay.
First of all, it helps manage your expectations.
Right.
Because success is rarely a straight line.
Right.
You're going to hit bumps along the way.
Exactly. Yeah.
And so by visualizing those bumps, you're kind of mentally preparing yourself to deal with them.
Okay.
So it's not just about picturing yourself, giving that perfect presentation.
Yeah.
It's about picturing yourself handling those tough questions from the audience.
Or like even recovering from a little slip up.
Right. So you're like building resilience.
Exactly.
Okay, so visualize the tough stuff too,
You got it.
not just the glory at the end.
Exactly. Because let's face it,
Yeah.
the journey's a lot more fun when you're prepared for the ups and
And
downs.
that's a really good point.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've talked about having a clear vision, right?
Yeah.
Creating a routine,
Uh,
engaging all of our senses,
right.
and visualizing that whole journey, bumps and all.
Yes.
Anything else we need to know?
The most important thing, really,
Yeah.
is to pair all of this visualization with action.
Oh, okay.
Because visualization, it's a powerful tool,
Yeah,
but it's not magic.
right.
It's not going to just make things happen without any effort on your part.
Got it.
So the key is to take those mental rehearsals, those visualization,
Yeah.
and then turn them into real-world action.
Okay, so it's like a 1-2 punch. Exactly. So after each visualization session, ask yourself, what's one small step I can take right now
Right.
to move closer to my goal?
Okay, so it could be like,
It could be something as simple as doing a little research
yeah.
for your presentation or, practicing your delivery in front of a mirror.
Okay, yeah. So I'm not just sitting around daydreaming.
No.
I'm taking those dreams and I'm making them happen.
You got it.
Yeah.
And you'll find the more you align your actions with your visualizations,
Yeah.
the more momentum you're going to create.
Okay, that makes sense. And it's not just about, specific goals either, right?
No, not at all.
Like these excerpts, they talked about how visualization can also have all these other benefits.
Absolutely.
Like it can reduce anxiety, right?
Yeah.
Boost your motivation, even help you focus better.
Yeah, because what you're doing is you're basically training your brain
Okay.
to spot opportunities.
Okay, yeah, that's cool.
And there was this one source that talked about how visualization can be particularly helpful for building confidence in social situations.
Oh, that's really interesting. Yeah, because a lot of people, they get really nervous in social settings.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah.
if you could, imagine yourself walking into a party
Right.
and feeling totally comfortable, like you own the room.
Exactly. You're giving your brain that preview of success.
Right, so it doesn't feel so scary anymore.
Yeah, and over time, that can really make a difference.
That's pretty amazing. Okay, so big picture here.
Yeah.
We're talking about visualization.
Yes.
It's not just wishful thinking, right?
Yeah.
It's like a real technique.
Yeah.
And it can be a really powerful tool for achieving your goals. And not just like, work goals, but like personal growth too.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So I guess the big question is, what would you visualize yourself succeeding at?
That's the question. What would you visualize? And then, what's that first step you can take to make that visualization a reality? Because that's what it's all about, right? Taking action. So get out there and make it happen.
That's awesome.
It's exciting stuff.
Well, that's our deep dive for today.
Very nice.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.